A single sentence after the match carried more weight than any transfer rumour. I would say no. Those 3 words, uttered by 21-year-old Mikel Jauregizar after another full 90 minutes, landed like a flag planted firmly in home soil. A young midfielder telling the biggest club in Spain that his future will likely not include Catalonia. Jauregizar's performance on the night was textbook, composed in the middle, linked up with Ruiz de Galarreta, and finished the game satisfied with his contribution. But what made the press room sit up wasn't the usual post-match modesty. It was the certainty in his voice, the sense that this was not a sidelong hint, but a deliberate refusal. He didn't hedge. He didn't flirt with the idea. He said no, and in saying it, he joined a small but growing line of players who are choosing something more than a glittering badge. That something is identity. The idea that a club can mean more than wages or trophies. That a project, a culture, a place to grow can outweigh the gravitational pull of historic fame. Jauregizar pointed to a recent louder example, Nico Williams, a figure who had long been on Barcelona's radar and whose situation unfurled like a transfer soap opera earlier this summer. For weeks, there were whispers of talks, of reactivated interest and an optimism within Blaugrana corridors that a deal could be stitched together. Yet Nico did something unexpected for modern football. He turned away. He signed a long-term extension, and in doing so, he sent a message, not just to Barcelona, but to younger teammates watching what matters. It's tempting to see these moments as petty slights against one of Europe's giants, but the truth is more layered. Athletic Bilbao is not just another club. It is a culture, a story that binds players to region and to fan base in ways other teams rarely replicate. For a youngster like Jauregizar, who swatted into Athletic's engine room alongside established figures, playing full matches and earning trust, the choice reads less like a rejection of ambition and more like a decision about direction. Stay here and you help build something. And if that project promises playing time, identity and financial security, why leap for a new crest that might offer fame but not guarantees? For Barcelona, the consequences are immediate and frustrating. Clubs with the buying power and reputation of the Blaugrana expect to be able to refresh squads by attracting talent from across Spain and Europe. When targets like Nico decide to stay and when other promising names voice reluctance, the transfer blueprint begins to fray. Barcelona's pursuit of pace and creativity was meant to be answered by players who can inject directness into attack. Losing out on those pieces forces a rethink of strategy, recruitment timelines, and even managerial plans. It's not merely about missing a promising winger or a midfield prospect. It's about the psychological knock of being turned down by the very players who once would have seen a move to Barca as inevitable. But it's also a story about evolution in player priorities, financial stability, long-term contracts and the security they grant. Weighs heavier now than flash moves. Projects that promise consistent minutes, the chance to develop within a known system, and the appeal of belonging are powerful magnets. Athletic's ability to sell that vision to youth prospects is being tested, and for the moment is winning. Jauregizar's clear answer and Nico's contract choice are proof points. A block of players he's choosing to be builders rather than guests, at least for a while. That doesn't mean Barcelona will stop being Barcelona overnight. The club still has pull, resources, and a stage unmatched by many. But when recruitment stalls against the will of players who see value in staying, it forces the club to adapt, to dig deeper into scouting, to offer clearer roles, or to sweeten financial terms in ways that respect players' desire for identity as well as reward. For Athletic Bilbao, these refusals are a boon. Retaining talent keeps momentum, fuels continuity, and signals to academy prospects that staying is a viable route to success, on and off the pitch. So what's next? For Jauregizar, the immediate future looks like more minutes, deeper integration into Athletic's midfield, and the quiet accumulation of experience that will shape his career. For Barcelona, the message is a wake-up call. Historic allure is no longer an automatic magnet for every rising talent. And for the wider footballing conversation, these moments mark a subtle shift, a season where loyalty, identity, and the right project can outbid mere prestige. In sport raced by headlines and transfer fever, sometimes the loudest story is a short, simple no that reverberates far beyond the stadium lights.